Hi, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to our channel. It's another interesting vlog that we are going to show you today. So, before that, it's 7:30 a.m. and 16 degrees Celsius in Bangalore. It's super freezing. Okay, so this vlog is about food. So we have come here to a place called Iyer Idli, which is one of the most famous breakfast spots in Bangalore. So this place has got a specialty. Unlike other breakfast spots. So they've been running this venture for last 20 years, that is 2 decades, with just 2 dishes, idli and chutney. Can you believe they have not introduced anything beyond idli and chutney here? No sambar, no vada, no dosa, nothing. And they've got just one policy: do one thing and do it perfectly. So they've been following that policy for the last 20 years. And something which is more interesting is that they've introduced vada and few more dishes in 2021, which started attracting a lot more Bangaloreans to this place. Okay, so this place is in Vijnan Nagar in East Bangalore. So this shop is run by a mother and son duo. It's not a huge restaurant or something. It's a small shop. You might be already seeing that behind me. And they've been doing this for last 20 years, 2 decades, I already mentioned. But they did not think about expanding it or adding additional dishes to the menu. But the interesting fact is that nobody could replace Iyer Idli in Bangalore. Any Bangalorean will know Iyer Idli. Let's go and ask more about this shop to the owner. Please come. Okay. Let me introduce you to Mr. Krishnan Mahadevan, the owner of the shop.
Hello.
Hi, Krishnan.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah. So, this shop, Iyer Idli, has been running for last 20 years, and the showstopper here was idli and chutney. So, and recently in 2021, you started making vada and many more dishes, like 3 more dishes, kesri bath and few more dishes. So, what was that which made you think to introduce new dishes to the menu?
Okay. So the thing was, a lot of people started asking, why not diversify the menu? And I'm not a fan of a huge menu, okay? So I like to keep things simple, okay? And I like to, not complicate things. So a lot of people said, why not introduce vada? So that, okay, fine, those are minimal items. It's not going to take much of my time. And a simple and a small menu will be easy to focus. So I thought, okay, fine, why not give vada a try? And we introduced vada in February 2021, and it seemed okay. It began to click. A lot of people started to accept it. And then, okay, fine, we have idli and vada. I thought, why not upma and kesri bath and complete a whole South Indian breakfast? So that's how we started.
Yeah, and an interesting fact is that vada goes for the same price as an idli. Yeah, and your policy is that you do one dish and you do it perfectly, right? So we have been following you, and you are an inspiration to us because we do work for corporate. We do this 9 to 5 job, and so this kind of venture is an inspiration to us. So we got to know that you were also doing 9 to 5 job, and what made you to come into this as a full-time, employment?
Okay, so 9 to 5 is just for namesake. It was literally never 9 to 5. It was much beyond that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was always my passion. This was always my ambition right from a very small age. So this shop was started when I was 10 years old. So ever since I used to come work here, I used to do small things, and I began to like to do this. And then, my parents wanted me to study. I studied for it, and it was my mom who didn't want me to manage shop. She wanted me to work in a corporate. She always thought that, if you work in a corporate, you work in a big company, it's easy to find a girl to get married to. So I didn't want to disappoint her. Okay, fine. So that's the reason. It's for her. I worked in a corporate for like a good 3-4 years. And then I thought, okay, fine. Managing both was really, really hard for me.
That's perfect. You made your mother happy as well as you followed your passion eventually. That's really interesting. So you've been doing so well.
and nobody could actually replace Iyer Idli in Bangalore. Any Bangalorean would travel such a long distance to have your fragile idli, such a tasty idli. How do you manage to run it in a small shop? Why didn't you think about expanding it or getting into a huge fancy restaurant like everybody does?
So the nature of mine as a personality itself, I don't like to make things big. I like to keep things simple and small. Okay. And secondly, see, people should come to you for the food that you give. People should come to you for quality. People should not come to you, okay, fine, he has a nice fancy place. People should not come to you for ambience. If people start coming to you for other things apart from your food, that means you have failed as a restaurant, right? So I believe the focus should be more on the food. It should be on the quality and consistency on the food than the aesthetic appeal and all the interiors, right? So I firmly believe in that. Again, see, people have different opinions. So I mean, I respect that. I'm not against it or something, but this is my personal opinion. So that's why I like to keep things the age-old traditional method. And I'm a very old school person. I'm a very extremely old school person. As modern as I may sound and everything, I still believe in age-old techniques and practices. So, and that's how I am as an individual as well. So that's the reason why, you know, I don't want to take a big shop and do all that. No, I like to keep it humble, simple. I just like to get on with my job. That's all.
So I think we all should learn from Mr. Krishnan Mahadevan. So there's something which is hidden behind his policy, which is minimalism. We should all learn minimalism. I myself am practicing minimalism these days. So instead of wasting a lot of energy, space and a lot of other stuff to run a fancy huge restaurant, see, that's all personal perception. I'm not criticizing that, but this is a nice policy. So Krishnan, how does this magic happen? Like, what are the ingredients that gets inside this? Do you mind sharing the recipe?
No magic in the first place. So point number 2 is there are 2 ingredients that go into the making of idli. One is the idli rice, second is the urad dal. Okay, so both go into the proportion of 4:1. Proportion again varies depending on the quality of dal and quality of rice. Sometimes you might have to add more of rice and less of dal and vice versa. So we soak the rice and the dal. Okay, once it is soaked adequately, we grind the rice and the dal separately. Once it is ground to a fine consistency, we mix them, allow it to ferment. Once it is fermented, the batter is ready to be used to make it.
So this is a normal idli ingredient, right? So what makes it different? It might be the Almighty's blessings, I think. And I don't see you're making vada here. So do you prepare that separately?
Yeah, the vada is prepared separately. We have a separate kitchen where the vada is prepared. So because owing to the lack of space here, so we have a separate kitchen where we make the vadas, the upma and the kesari bath there, and we bring it here. Just in the opposite building. So yeah.
Thank you. And this is how it looks like. This is how idlis are made. And I also heard that you do not prepare batter on the same day, right? You grind on the previous day and you store it.
Exactly. So what is ground today will be used tomorrow, and what was ground yesterday will be used today to make idli.
Okay.
So you need to allow the batter to ferment. So we allow adequate and sufficient time to ferment, and then we use it.
So it's all natural and beautiful. There's no artificial. There's nothing artificial happening here. So previous night, the batter is ground and kept aside, and it'll be used next day. This is the final outcome. I took 3 idlis and 1 vada. Vada is half the size of the idli, but quality matters, not the quantity. And 1 idli is 10 rupee, and 1 vada is for 10 rupees. So rest all like kesari bath, kara bath and all you'll get for 10-20 rupees. And they've introduced tea and coffee also these days. Like I told you earlier, in 2020 until 2020. We used to get only idli and chutney here, nothing more than that. So let me taste this. And chutney is a highlight here. So people talk a lot about Iyer Idli's chutney more than idli. Yeah, obviously idli is fragile, and you all know this rava idli, right? So here it's a mix of urad dal and rice, ground previous night and fermented and used on the next day. This is a perfect breakfast. So chutney is a little spicy but so yummy, and for this weather and winter in Bangalore, this is a perfect breakfast and healthy breakfast. So you saw, right, how they prepare inside. They don't use any artificial stuff. It's all made naturally like we make at home. So they were mainly focusing at a corporate crowd. So people who live in PGs and hostels, who would also like to have homely food, but they cannot also prepare at their places, so they come and have here. So you'll get 2 plates, 2 idlis for 20 rupees and vada for 10 rupees. It's very reasonable, right? This vada is so crispy. So it just came out of the tawa, made hot, and you'll get it fresh and live. It is so homely. I won't say, see, you all know how idli tastes, right? But this is like so natural and tasty and homely. That's the best thing about this plate of idli. We had a very satisfying breakfast. 1 plate idli and vada. That is 3 idlis and 1 vada. Rest all we took as parcel. Kesari bath, kara bath, and all the other dishes in the menu we took parcel to home. Can you believe the cost is only 90 rupees? And so if you are in Bangalore, you should definitely come and try this place. It's so nice and yummy, like I told you. And if you are visiting Bangalore in near future, please add this to your bucket list.
So a perfect breakfast is what makes your day perfect, right? So I'm so happy that I could have yummy, authentic, perfect breakfast, and I'm so happy now. So I hope you also had a nice breakfast today. So that's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to share, and if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to get more videos like this. As I told you, we're not focusing just on food or travel, we're focusing on many interesting things around us. So stay tuned for more videos like this. Until then, this is Vidya Lakshmi signing off. Bye bye.